Well, we're back in studio. This is Fix My Biz, and we have in the studio Dave Pierre, who owns his business named Urban Dive out in Northcliffe, Johannesburg. And Bill and Thane, our resident biz whizzes, have been keeping us very good company. And they're joined now by Sibongiseni Ngudze, who is, of course, joining us from Nedbank Small Business Services. Hi, Sibongiseni.
Hello, Andy.
Great you could join us now. Guys, let's talk about this business. First and foremost, this chap could use a lot more feet through the door, yeah?
Absolutely.
What do you reckon?
A Be Seen program is important for him.
Yeah.
Which means he's got to get out into the marketplace. And he needs to know his demographics, okay, the psychographics, the age. And it looks like his main age group would be 25 to 35 age group. Secondary.
I'm guessing they don't live under the sea.
No, they don't live under the sea. That's right.
Unfortunately for you, Dave.
That's right.
Right.
But there's that demographic, and then there are the parents who would be enrolling and paying for their children between the ages of 8 and 12.
To start the lifestyle early.
Yeah, to start that lifestyle early. Yeah. And so the key, if you're a small business, is you need to go find the people where they're at instead of trying to necessarily bring them to you.
Sibongiseni, what about wellness programs for corporates?
There is a type of a person who takes up scuba diving. It's a niche market. You've got to understand very finely what that market is all about in terms of preferences, in terms of lifestyle, where do they go to? Because you've got to be at those platforms and channels where they are.
Any business owner has to be asking these questions. Where are the people I'm trying to reach?
You know, they could be people that are into buying certain types of clothes. Okay? So it's knowing that, and then you go there. Okay, then you work, do some collaboration and cooperation with those businesses.
Add to that collaboration,
yes.
Make sure you've got frequency that's relevant at the right channel.
Explain that, because I'm a little lost.
So if these are indeed people who have got other lifestyle options that they're pursuing,
yes.
Make sure that you're regularly interacting with them at the channels of their choice.
Yes.
So if online is a big channel for them, be online.
So, and I know for you, like the web is huge as a portal for new business.
Absolutely.
Let's bring Thane into the picture.
Andile, it seems like these guys want David to go out and market with a specific purpose. But if he does that, he needs to have his office geared up to meet the demands that increased sales will bring.
Say we tapped into what these gentlemen are saying. Would you have the capacity to handle crazy amounts of people?
Absolutely. I think that's a happy problem. 5 people are great, 10 people are better.
Yeah. So you're talking about the little junction where all that happens.
The formalization of your finances. Yeah. You know, reading of bank statements and your cash flow is fantastic, David. But when you start to expand your business, and I know you've got an issue with obtaining finance for an expansion program, and the banks are saying, and the financial institutions are saying, but Dave, we can't just work on cash flow bank statements.
Which is healthy, by the way, which is great, and he's looking out for it pretty well.
It's very good.
But he needs formality throughout his business.
Correct. So you've got to make sure that people that are wanting to lend you money will be comfortable that you can repay that money. And there's a certain ratios that you use to ascertain that. The second thing you need to do is build up your assets and reduce your liabilities.
Grow your assets. What does that mean?
Assets are items that you own.
Yes. That
need to be valued at the point, if you had to sell them today, what would you get for them?
Okay, so things like land,
cars, your car,
property.
your investments.
Right.
Liabilities are things that you owe.
Right.
So in other words, if you owe on your car, you owe on your house, those are liabilities, and those we need to reduce. Right. And what we find with small business owners, very often, we've been through a good time. They don't put a little bit of money away for the time when the famine arrives.
Like the recession the world's currently in.
Exactly.
Right now.
If you are going to do all of this work, understanding your market better, making sure that you're talking to them more regularly and more tighter around their needs, you better make sure that you've got an engine back at your business that's able to meet this new demand. That means a different capability altogether to what he has.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So someone has got to manage that internet, someone has got to managing those clients and making sure that there is live interaction as people demand to be serviced by his business. Thane also mentions the issue around tightening up on your financial management. Why is that important, particularly in Dave's case? Dave has got clear ambitions about where he wants to be and capturing the market. So if you're going to expand and grow your business, at a certain point you are going to need to bring in investment that comes from external sources into your business, whether it's in the form of bank finance, other investors, or attracting new partners in your business. And the only tool you're going to use to convince those investors is a clear set of financials that tells a story about the journey you've already traveled and the promise you're making going forward.
It's basically the key to unlocking everything you dream and want for your business going forward.
Every person in South Africa is entitled to a free credit check.
Really?
So go onto the website, contact the credit bureaus, give them your name, your ID number, where you live. They will give you a free credit check.
Wow. I think we've just lost viewers. I think everyone's just run to the phone to go find out about that. I had no idea. Let me come back to you, Bill. We talked about, the web being a huge portal for him. But it's quite pointless if there isn't a program around optimizing search towards your site, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got to make sure that also there's somebody handling that site.
Yes.
Yeah,
is
and
efficient.
Somebody responding, whether that's your website, whether that's your telephone, okay, or whether it's somebody walking through the door. That's a live commercial right there. We advertise, but when somebody contacts it, that's a live commercial. That's when we got to take and do the job. And 50% of success in business is just showing up. So he's got to have that Be Seen program going, and that's where he has a little display, a mobile display. He has the brochures with him, and he has a presentation that's strong.
I think the contact point, at the point where people actually experience scuba diving and actually learning, that part is sorted. The underwater stuff, you got it down. You've got awesome people working for you. But the back office stuff, the hard work, the stuff you'd rather not do, well, that might take a little work. Well, Dave, let's go fix your biz.